Yo, 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 yo. How does the mic sound? Sarah, Cat, Zoe, Zeus. Zeus, I'm going to keep calling you Zeus. I'm sorry. I know you've changed your name to Frugal, but Zeus is so strong, so powerful. Less than Bastion, Sparrow, how's it going? Geeky, it's nice to see you again. Where is chat? Why are you guys not on screen anymore? That's me. Let me get you guys get you all up here looking pretty and everything. There you are. Look how beautiful you all look. Geeky, how's the store going? It was so nice to see you over the weekend. I hope it wasn't too manic. It was super busy on Saturday. Ridiculously so. How's the new market? Yeah, it's all good. It is all good. You gonna buy some manga today? You don't know what to get? What are you currently collecting? Get up to date with some of your series. Anyone on the stream still call you Zeus? Zeus is a strong name. I'm feeling it. I love it. Sunday was just as bad. Oh, dude. It was so hard to walk around the store. It was so tough. I'd go from one side of the bookcase to the other because it got too cramped. I'd go around to the other side. It was kind of quiet. Then it got really busy. Then I'd go around to the other side. Absolutely mental. Maybe it wasn't the best decision to put the manga at the front of the store where everyone's going to huddle. Because downstairs, well, I went downstairs a couple of times and it wasn't too bad. Relatively, like, chilled. Born! How's it going? Why this time today? What do you mean? It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the UK. It's the time that we always stream. Unless the time of the clock's gone back or forward or something. Tried to crowd control, but it's too crazy. You guys did a great job at the beginning, like with the line and everything, not letting so many people in. But I can imagine once the line wasn't there, just people walking off the street, probably hard to maintain, right? You got really into Shoujo recently? Same. There's good series out there at the moment. Man, I wish I could get Right Stuff. Right Stuff and Right Stuff. That was one of your manga resolutions to get into more shoujo. Yeah, there's some great series out there. If you can get hold of some of the older stuff, it's quite tough to be fair, but is there anything in particular that you're reading? Daylight Savers over here? Ah, so what is it? Like an hour forward? So what is it? 4 o'clock where you are? Is that how it is? You're at someone number 6. I'm looking to pick up the omnibuses. Have you got the singles? It has been a super busy afternoon for me, and I haven't eaten. If people don't mind, I'm going to sometimes chew on stream. I got some lasagne. Let me turn that off. It's too bright. There we go. Don't worry, I'm not going to do ASMR. That's not my kind of thing. I'll turn my mic off. But I do need to eat. I'm very, very hungry. You have the first Omni? I think I'm going to collect the first Omni also. You're an hour ahead? Well, at the end of April? End of March, we have Daylight Savings. So in 2 weeks, 2 streams time, we'll go back to our normal 3 o'clock viewing for you, Born. Promise. But until then, sounds like you're going to miss some of the activities if you leave dead on 5. I'm sorry. Will, how's it going? Queen's quality is great. Yeah, it's really good. Did you read QQ Sweeper beforehand? I was told that you had to buy a QQ Sweeper first, but after reading it, I don't think you really have to. Maybe if you enjoy the first like 3, 4, 5 volumes of Queen's quality, you can go back and like get like the origin story if you would. But it kind of sets the pace from Queen's Quality Volume 1. It's not that drastic. You did read QQ Super first? That's fine. I hear a lot of people say you have to read it. I don't think you have to. I mean, it did come out first, obviously. Think you're in charge of ordering the manga in store? Well, I hope that you can get a lot of 7Cs because there was hardly any there. Where are you working, Kiki? Kiki's working at the Brighton. Wait, Kiki, you tell it. I don't want to be the one to say, just in case you don't want people knowing. Thanks, Dan. You got number 6 in singles. Nice. I bet they were really expensive. I think, Zoe, you've also got number 6, right? In singles. With great power comes great responsibility, yeah. The big question is, how much of a discount does she get? That is the big one. Oh, Sarah, by the way, congratulations on winning Liddy Moon's giveaway. That was so amazing. Like 2 weeks ago, you won the marble race and then you win the giveaway from Liddy. That's crazy. I bet you were super happy. Katins, how's the organization going? From your unsuccessful live stream you did like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Last week? Oh, it changed magazine. Is that why they changed the name then? To be fair, like I said, I feel like you can just start off with Queen's Quality. You don't have to go with QQ Sweeper initially. Sarah deserved the win. She did deserve the win. Although in saying that, she said that Sarah said she had a haul today and it's bigger than mine. Sarah, how big is your manga haul today? Tell me. What was the figure? What are the numbers? How many volumes did you pick up? Yeah, Kiki, make sure to get 7Cs, because if it's 3 for 2 on everything, I'll be back again. It cost me £15 to get down from London. Oh, I don't mind taking a trip after work. You have 1,700 volumes to carry upstairs. Now you've left too much space in your shit. Oh my god. Hopefully Beefcake can come in clutch and just lift them all and walk them upstairs. I don't know why. You think you got 23 today? Mostly from Newcastle. 6 in the post. So is that 23 in total or 23 plus the 6? That's 29. Circle! Dude, how's it going? Probably won't be around for long. That's okay, dude. You don't have to feel obligated to come. Come say hi, chill for a bit. Have a chilled evening, dude. Beefcake will take the challenge. I bet he would. But I like, maybe come round, maybe later tonight. Maybe I can just be emotional support. Maybe I can just watch him take some manga upstairs. Nothing weird or anything. That's how you work out your biceps. Just lifting manga up all day. You got to check out Forbidden Planet Brighton. What day did you go? What time did you go? I went on Saturday. You should have told me. I had a few people. I got to... I think I got there at like 9 o'clock. And the queue was already like easily 1,000 people. And by 10 o'clock, I still wasn't in. And people that I'd seen walk to the back of the queue were starting to just leave completely. They just couldn't be bothered. On Saturday too? Dude, you should have said. Would have been sick. We could have like gone to the beach. Well, the Pebbles. You don't know what Forbidden Planet is? It's a comic book store. They sell loads of manga and comic books and just nerdy merchandise and stuff. There's like 9 in the UK, and then there's like another 17, which is like an off branch. It's not a branch, it's a separate store, but they have similar names. But one just opened kind of south of London. South of England, really. And yeah, it was super busy. The lines were absolutely crazy. You did see Geeky, but she was busy. It was so funny. Geeky, they had some cosplayers come in and just walk around the store, and they had a Darth Vader who was always in character. And Geeky said, "Darth Vader, could you move out the way, or could you move over here?" And he turned around and said, "Call me Lord Vader." He had a go at her. Very stern. Yeah, it was good to be in character. I was sitting there downstairs with all the Marvel comics, and I was just looking at some like Marvel comics and some Jurassic Park dinosaurs. And in my peripheral, I could see, like, I could feel a presence. You know when you could feel someone staring at you? And I looked, and it was him. And I kind of looked to the side, and he was like, "Yes, I'm looking at you." And I said, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll get out your way." And he kind of just nodded. And then I asked, "Have you killed anyone today?" And he said, "It can always be a first." And then I left. I left the store. I know he's a normal human in that costume, but it would have been intimidating. Big chat, not gonna lie. Yeah, you had the voice changer and everything. He was literally like 7 foot something. It's huge. Maybe he had platforms on, but he was big. I mean, I'm not the biggest guy. I'm like 5'10", I think. But even I was like staring up at him. Yeah, if you live up north, it's not the easiest thing to get to. Not the easiest thing at all. All right, let me first. What are we doing today? Let's go. Get my lasagna out of the way. What? Sorry, caramel. Not up north, but it's a bit too far. It is a bit too far because it's literally at the southest as you can get in England, right next to the beach. All right, you're going to the Brighton summer. Better start saving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, weebs of all ages, welcome back to the Monday stream. Today, I want to talk about a couple of things that I did over the weekend. I went manga shopping. I also watched the Demon Slayer movie, if you could call it a movie. Watched a couple of YouTube videos, I haven't watched them in a long time. But ultimately, we are here for potentially, actually, let me see. I do this, I think, once every stream. I do a little poll and see if there's a Manga Haul. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. But the big question is, do you have one? Maybe I spoiled it a little bit. Because I did say that I did go shopping over the week. You just don't trust me? I think the last 2 times... No, the last time I did have a Manga Haul. Did I? Oh, I don't think I did. I did. I did have a Manga Haul and you all said no. And then the 3 times before then, I didn't. I did, sorry. I did? I didn't. And you guessed yes. You're not sure but hopeful? Maybe. That would be a hard troll. It would be to go all the way to a forbidden planet, say that I'm going to buy some manga, and then turn up and say, yeah, I didn't buy anything. Well, it is 58% yes and 41% no. Wait, hang on a sec. Those figures don't add up. That's 99%. But I do have a Manga Haul. So if you click no, looks to be you. You don't win anything. But I do have a Manga Haul. What I will do is if you can guess the exact number of volumes that I purchased, I will do a giveaway. Whoever guesses the exact number will get a gift card and they can purchase whatever manga they want. How does that sound? You have to get the exact figure. And I'll give you a slight hint. I spent over £200. You want to say 16, 24, 16, 23? If multiple people say the same number, I'm scared. Because if you get it right, I'll be in trouble. Where is there? I already have 16, 24, 22, 22. So you guys are basically, I said over 200, so you've basically got like £10 of volume, right? 36? Pff, that's a big one. I guess Cake Tins would probably, out of everyone, I think Cake Tins would probably be the most accurate because in her head, she's got them numbers crunched instantly. Okay, you're going to say 32? Okay. I'm just going to highlight some of these so I can save and put in a quick note. Where do I put notes? Notes? Notepad. Perfect. Right, I've got a list of people who have put down how much I have. I'm not going to do the Manga Haul just yet. I'm going to say, is Himeka doing a video today? She's not. She doesn't have a video going live today. That's great. That means I can do whatever I want at any time and my viewership won't go down. Great. That's what I want. Right, before we do the Manga Haul, I do want to go over quickly my little trip to the cinema. Now, last time I went to the cinema, I watched the Quintessential Quintuplets, and it was quite eventful. This time it wasn't so eventful, but I don't know if anyone has seen the Demon Slayer movie. It is not a movie. It was a surprise for me to go. I went. I was super excited. It's called the Blacksmith Village or something like that. The Blacksmith Arc. I presume there's some sort of blacksmith involved. But what they did is that when the movie started, they played like a montage of the first season, and they played the first opening along with it. And then they did like the song for Mugen Train. They played some of the movie, and then they played some of season 2. And then right before the big fight at the end, they played the opening. So this is like 5 minutes into the movie. And then after that, they played the last 2 episodes of the final season of season 2. And I'm pretty sure the last episode was slightly longer than 20 minutes. And then, the annoying thing is, they did the opening and they also did the end credits for both of the episodes. So it's almost like the movie had ended twice, which is super weird. And then after that, they then just played the first episode of what I guess will be season 3. It was such a cash grab. I was so disappointed. I was expecting it to be a proper movie because even the first episode, although it was interesting, it wasn't like worth paying for it. The only thing I would say is that the final battle at the end of season 2 is so superb and it actually sounds really good in the cinema. The acoustics and just the visual seeing it on screen was really impressive. Still, I don't think it was worth the ticket. But if you haven't gone to go see the movie, just know that it is just a recap of the last 2 episodes of season 2 and then a sneak peek of what is going to be in season 3 whenever that comes out later this year, I presume. Yeah, I was super bummed. You didn't even know the movie was out? Neither did I. Literally, it just came out of nowhere. I wish they did a movie like Mugen Train. I'm not up to date with the manga, so I don't know how the story goes. But the way that season 2 finished, the Pleasure District, I like to think that this next part is probably going to be quite short, so they probably could have done a movie. But yeah, kind of sucky. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. And I don't think I'll bother going to see any more Demon Slayer movies. Or maybe I'll just do some research. When it comes to the movies, I do prefer to watch go in blind, sorry, rather than looking up some of the information. Especially when it's like tied into the actual story of an anime series. And maybe next time I'll do some research. Didn't even know the movie was out. No one did, I don't think. Do I recommend it? No, not the movie. Just wait till the season comes. Third season comes out. Oh, Circle. Let me put your figures in here. You got 12 episodes. 12, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But I did that on Tuesday, I think it was. That was pretty fun. I haven't watched much anime recently. I've been keeping up to date with it all, but I've not really been watching anything. I've just been too invested in manga, probably like everybody else. Right, let me one thing I do want to do before we do the manga haul, I do actually talking about not speaking about anime. I do want to quickly go over the Crunchyroll awards. Did anybody watch the Crunchyrolls live? It happened so early in the UK. I think it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably because Japan is what, 10 hours ahead of us? They must have done like late afternoon or something. Early evening. But I want to just have a look at some of the winners. I do know what anime of the year was. I just want to have a quick look at some of the other categories. I could look this up separately, but I kind of just want to waste time. I only saw the results. They were, well... Hey, why are you guys not... That refresh. You guys not refreshed. There we go. Need to have you guys on screen at all times. Alright, so I'm starting at the bottom. And it looks like they've got a few best performances. Unfortunately, I don't speak German or Arabic or Portuguese, Italian, Spanish. Heck, I just about speak English. So these aren't particularly categories that I'm really interested in. What I will say is that I did watch Cyberpunk in English rather than Japanese. I think because I was tired. I think out of all the nominees, this one will probably be worth the win, I would think. Oh, they did it for a specific person. Who is this person? Zach. Not that I would know who he is. What happened? What else does he do? Oh, he's in Demon Slayer. Oh, he's the voice of like a couple of Genshin Impact characters as well. Oh, he plays Tanjiro. That's pretty cool. Voice of the Traveler in Genshin. Yeah, I just had a quick look on his IMDb. See, this is why I stream. I stream not because I can just talk to people, but you guys educate me. I don't need to look things up. I could just ask you. Yeah, I don't know whether any of these were well deserved because I didn't really watch that much. And I can't believe, I presume this is the guy that did Eren Yeager. I'm surprised that Eren Yeager was nominated for anything because I don't think he was involved in season 4 part 2 that much, to be honest. Best romance, Kaguya-sama. What else was in there? I don't think anything else was probably worth. I think Kaguya-sama is just so popular at the moment. What was it, season 3? Was it? So it makes sense, probably coming towards the end, if it wasn't the end already. Which is probably why people voted for it for so much. I think it's probably got a lot more popularity than something like Komi. I don't think Komi's far less of a romance than Kaguya, although I've only watched the first season. Best fantasy was Demon Slayer. I think Motoko Tensei should have won it, in my opinion. Or maybe Made in Abyss. They feel more fantasy than Demon Slayer, but then again, as we all know, these are just popularity awards, really. Best drama was Attack on Titan. Probably agreeable with that. God, wasn't happy about that one. What, the best fantasy? He didn't want Overlord to win, did he? Or Motoko Tensei? Because he's a big isekai nerd, right? Love After World Domination should have won, you think? Wait, that's not this one. That's drama, right? Wait, what season are you... What category are you talking about? Oh, this one for romance. What is it? Isekai? Love After World Domination. What is it, just like villains taking over the world? Yeah, for sure. Definitely Best Fantasy shouldn't have gone to Demon Slayer. Best Comedy was Spy Family. I definitely don't think... I think it's more amusing than anything else. I guess you could call it a comedy, but I don't think it's that funny. I thought maybe Uncle from Another World would have been more up their street in terms of comedy. Or maybe your boy Kong Ming. Because after watching the Giguk video like 2 weeks ago or a month ago, I ended up watching this. And it was surprisingly a lot more funnier than Spy Family. Maybe because I read the manga before the anime. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it just didn't hit so hard. Congrats to the winners, but these awards have little stature. Yeah, I agree. It literally is just a popularity contest. And it's been like that for 5 years that they've been doing it. Yeah, Call of the Night anime did look good. I haven't read it myself. But I bet that doesn't look much like a romance series, though. Another Kong thing in chat, yeah. It was pretty funny. Way more than Spy Family. Wait, did we click on action? I think this is another one that... The only one that I wouldn't agree with would be Spy Family. And then Recoil, because I never watched it. I haven't watched JoJo's, but JoJo's is always full of testosterone and action. So any of these top 4, I wouldn't have mind winning. I feel like Demon Slayer only had a lot of action towards the last 2 episodes. Maybe 3, 2.5, I would say. Cyberpunk was definitely more action-packed. And so much Attack on Titan. It was more... Glad it won the drama, to be fair. Definitely less action. More... I guess what is action? Action doesn't necessarily always mean fighting, does it? I should check it out. Maybe I'll look. When I went to Forbidden Planet last week, there was a few copies of Call of the Night, but none of... I don't think they had the first 3, or people had already picked them up before I got in. It was kind of frustrating. Must protect at all cost character. Anya most likely won this one. Yeah, Anya Forger. And I think Boji should have taken it. That was my pick. I always think that must protect is always more suited towards like the younger characters, like the kids, the children. For me, not so much like the teens, like Marion and Komi. Not particularly fond of like protecting those kind of characters. In saying that, I would protect Floppy from My Hero. Damn it. Well, stop pressing back. Best supporting character. I was surprised with this one because Anya and Yor got nominated. But I thought they would be like, they're the main characters, right? It's all 3 of them, Lloyd, Yor, and Anya. So how are they the supporting cast? Surely the supporting cast is like Becky. You know? Or the uncle dude with the afro. What's his name? Spike? Spencer? Is that his name? I forget. But say with this, Kage should have... He was the main character, although he wasn't in it so much. Maybe Rebecca. Rebecca would have been good. Or Tengen. Tengen would have been nice. Frankie Frank. Is Frankie Frank the dude with the afro? Like the uncle that works with Lloyd. Is that right? Yeah, Anya again. As we keep saying, popularity. I need to stop pressing the back button. Yeah, he was pretty cool. I like his voice actor. It's the same. Is it the same voice actor as Mike from My Hero? He's got like that scratchy voice. Best main character. Again, I mentioned earlier, I don't think Eren Yeager should have been nominated for anything because he wasn't in it that much. He did some amazing things, some terrible things at the same time, but I don't think that makes him... Does that make him the best character? I feel like the reason what makes him the best character is all the impact that happened in the previous seasons. I would have picked Boji. Or maybe David Martinez. Main character for season 4, Reina. Yeah, I'd agree with that. He got beat down in season 4, part 2. Best director. I'm not really fond of this kind of character. Not fond of this category, but I don't really know what the director really does and how much of an impact they really have. I just generally just don't understand it, considering they just tell people what to do. I always think the underlings, the people who do the drawing, come up with the storyboards, I feel like they have more of an impact in the story, in the final product. Maybe just because I'm a handler where I work and all the execs, they get all the recognition when I do all the grunt work. It's just kind of annoying. But I think we're just going to see these same 6 anime show up. Best song, Rumbling. The Kongming opening was pretty good. I don't know the Shall We Dance one. I don't know why the One Piece Red song is here. I don't think that should have been here at all. Ever seem more like the antagonist? I think that's where they were going with it. They got rid of that category, I think, best antagonist, because I think last year they didn't know where to place it, and I think Eren won. I think last year, if I remember rightly, they ended up just scrapping the whole category because they couldn't be bothered. Part 1 didn't include Eren, but part 2 did. Did it? I feel like part 1 was all about Eren towards the end, right? Like the first 4 or 5 episodes didn't, and then he got involved up until the whole running. until the end of it. And then season part 2, season 4, definitely had him in it. I feel like he wasn't really there. Best film. I'm not even going to click on this one. The fact that Jujutsu Kaisen won shows that there weren't many good anime films this year. Best score. I would have put this to Cyberpunk again, just because it's so unique. A lot of the music that came from Attack on Titan had already been reused in the previous season. But I think it would have been Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk definitely felt like every aspect of it, the score, the aesthetic, the characters, everything just melded so well together. And it really drew you in. Kind of like Made in Abyss, season 1 for me. The score for that was amazing as well. No Name. Best continuing series. Is this a new category? They should have a... In saying that, Attack on Titan's been 10 years nearly. I was going to say they should have like a time period of like 5+ years. But I think all of these have been going on for quite some time. I don't think Made in Abyss should be here. I guess it's season 2, so does that count? I don't know. The rest of them are understandable. Does anyone watch One Piece anymore? Are we all just One Piece readers nowadays? I don't know anyone who watches One Piece anymore. The first part ended covering most of Marley. No, you are right. Yeah, you are right. Did. I guess he wasn't in it all that much. Best new series. My Family season 1 and 2 came out at the same time, did it? Vaughn, did you say you recommend this Licorice? Is that how you say it? Licorice Recoil? Did you say you would recommend this? Because I think I'll stick it on the list if so. Just watch it again, says fresh in memory. I believe you then. You're watching One Piece very slowly. What episode are you on? You're like 1,000 episodes or something? Best animation. I don't think Demon Slayer would be deserving of this. I think the final, I think was it episode 10 and maybe 9 and 8 had some crazy animations. But the rest of it was just average. Like the first 8 episodes, it's kind of basic. It's your typical anime from like post 2020. Everything looks really good. I think it should have gone to either Cyberpunk or Ranking of Kings. And the AKB Sailor uniform, I haven't watched this one. I have no comment. It's not a must watch, but you don't regret it. It's 12 episodes, right? I guess I'll stick it on the list. Maybe watch it over the weekend. Joe should have won Best Main Character. There's 2 of them though, right? In episode 28, dude. Came out in like 1999. You're gonna be here forever. Then we have Best Anime, Cyberpunk, which I'm happy about. Best Original Anime and Best Character Design. Who won this? Are these just the people who came up with the character designs, right? I don't really understand this category. Because surely you're not coming up with the character designs, because most of these are... There's already a template for them, right? Or am I just being stupid? I mean, I know Demon Slayer looks completely different animated than it does in manga, but surely you'd want to put this to like maybe an anime original, something like Cyberpunk, but then I guess there's not that many anime originals every year, is there? But Best Original Anime, I think this is probably the only one I've heard of. I've not heard of any of the others. Oh, I've heard of Vampire in the Garden. What was the Crunchyroll original called? Something Guardians? Summer Guardians, was it called? It was a Crunchyroll original and it was made by like... It was made like in America, and I think all the staff were I shouldn't say. I don't want to upset anyone. Pie Spice Guardian. That's the one. Why is that not here? I bet that would have won. For the meme. Then anime of the year was Cyberpunk. I guess it's well deserved, in my opinion. I'm quite happy about it. I would have liked Ranking of Kings, but that was a 24 episode run and it did kind of drag a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with Cyberpunk winning. I am looking forward to next year. Well, it will definitely be next year. Because I'm just, out of everything, I just enjoy, I'm not much of a drama frog, but it's always interesting to see how much people dog on this stuff and then flood to go and watch it. Makes me smile. With sadness, really. Oh, one thing I did watch. If you guys are interested, Profitoku did a manga panel at MS Anime Con in Mississippi, I think it was. He did a panel for like 50 minutes. Super impressive, super insightful on the kind of state of the manga industry. He went into like the last couple of years during COVID. He spoke about manga shortages, paper shortages, cargo, the amount of employees that got laid off. It's actually a really interesting topic, and he did a really good job presenting it. I don't know exactly how many people went to his panel, but it was super good. He's super fluent in the way that he speaks. So it was super engaging, really interesting. He live streamed it, and then he had like a few people at the con just chilling. And he had like Q&A at the end and questions, and yeah, I thought if you have like a spare 50 minutes, this is a really good video. He talks about different publishers and what he expects from them. And he talks about Yen Press a lot because I think he's sponsored with them. Yeah, if you have a moment, 50 minutes, even if you have like 25 minutes and put it on ×2 speed, he doesn't talk particularly fast, so you can just watch it in like 30 minutes. This is really good. This is really good. This is the angle that you get the whole time. But it was really interesting. Really good. Any recommendations on what manga to buy? I have no idea. I guess it depends on what you're interested in. What do you like? You like shoujo? Shonen? Seinen? You like action? Superheroes? You like romance? What are you feeling? Start on your feed? Yeah. Profitoku is amazing. I just appreciate anyone who could just talk about something non-stop without ums and ahs and have it be really interesting and engaging. I didn't even realize it was 50 minutes. He's a good public speaker. Read shonen, seinen, shoujo. Man, what's your budget like? So I just recommend One Piece to everybody, but that's the long-running series. Project number 8, Seinen, Sweat and Soap. Sweat and Soap's romance as well, though, right? Not that it matters. Takane and Hana. Zoe, have you caught up with that? Sorry to call you out. Do you like performing arts? Will, where are you going with this? My lasagna is now cold, and I am super hungry. Well, I would recommend Vinland Saga. That's my take for the evening. It's about Vikings, revenge, and I guess you could call it historical. Loosely based on people, but I don't think the events are particularly true. Yeah, tell us what your list is, and then that will give us a better understanding. Because there's so many out there. You know who the best person to ask is? Cake Tins. She's got the largest collection that I know of. Borderline 6,000 volumes. She could name you like 1,000 different series. I aspire to be just like her. All isekai, yes. All isekai. But then you could break that down. Bow, bow. How do you feel like isekai? Excuse me, do you have 10 minutes to talk about our Lord and Savior, Mr. Isekai? Alright, I need to do a cringy story on my Instagram because I currently have 16 people watching, and I've just posted a link. I've just posted a story, a video to my story, so hopefully people will come in and see all the manga that I got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go ahead and get some music ready. Bow, 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 bow. All right. I think it's Manga Haul time. Let me change my title. Ba, 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 ba. Cross-dressing villainess is an excellent villainous isekai. What does that even mean? Act age? You can't get act age though, right? I guess you could just read it online. Does anybody have act age? Recognize Children of the Whale? Yes, the art for that is beautiful. Not act age. Skip and Loafer? Is Skip and Loafer the long running series? Skip and Loafer. There's only like 5 or 6 volumes of that, right? There's currently 8. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 in English. Got the physicals. Did volume 2 actually come out? Yeah, we all know that the creator got cancelled. I think it was the author, right? The guy who came up with the story. The artist, because there were 2 separate people. Artists, I don't know what they're doing now. Yeah, people get cancelled for anything these days. All right, it is Manga Haul time, but before then, I need to find a good song. Let's put. I just need a chill music. Wind Waker? No, Twilight Princess, the more superior version of Zelda. Katamari Damacy? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that, shall we? Let's go with Lonely Rolling Star. Probably my favorite song of the whole game. Not many copies of Skip and Loafer. They're not. Is it popular? I don't see it in many people's collections. It's relatively new, so maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll do a box set or something soon. That would be nice. To say that, it's ongoing. It's currently 8 volumes in Japan at the moment. Pick it up before the anime. Oh yeah, of course. The anime is starting soon, isn't it? I think maybe people should start picking up Skip and Loafer then. And what's the other one that's coming out soon? Hell's Paradise. If you can pick up some of those, a lot of those have started to come back into stock again. Because once that anime hits, I fear that we're gonna have like a Demon Slayer Jujutsu Kaisen kind of deal. You guessing I picked up One Punch Man? Maybe. We'll have to see. Or maybe you just watched my story. Right, I think it's time for the Manga Haul. Right. Before I get involved with Manga Haul, I did take a little trip to Brighton, the new Forbidden Planet that just opened. I was expecting there to be a fair few people, but in my mind, I was going to get there like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and there'll be no one there. And I'll be the first one in. And believe it or not, there was 1,000 people. 1,000 people queuing up, ready to go inside this store. I got there just before 9, so I don't even know what time the first person got in. It's funny because I was there for like an hour, and then because I didn't want to waste my battery too much, I couldn't listen to music, so I just chilled for a while. I chilled on my phone, I chilled in the Dudettes Discord, and Geeky sent me a message saying, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in the queue, I'm waiting, I'm at the back." And I watched her pace twice past me. I didn't say anything. I just waited to see if she would notice. It wasn't until the third time that she saw me. Geeky's super nice in real life. She's just as bubbly as she is in her videos and on stream. Less bubbly when she's got alcohol, but she's she's working. But it's super good. They had this really nice shelf, and it was like double-sided, and there was probably like 3,000 I would say volumes. It was absolutely crazy. They had everything, and when they had a series, they had like the whole run of it. So they had like volume 1 all the way up to like the most current volume. Obviously throughout the days they started to lose some because people were picking them up. They had like volumes of Maid Summer that I've been missing for so long. They had like loads of Soul Eater there, loads of Nisekoi. They had everything. And I spent a good 2 hours hour and a half, I would say. Now, some of you have put down how many volumes I have, but I won't confirm how many until I get the end. If you guess right, which some of you I think may have, I'm a little bit scared of, then I'll contact you and I'll give you some sort of prize. You can go buy some manga. You don't buy everyone. You were sweet. You were nice. Let's do... Right. This good enough? You see? Perfect. This is too light. Let's turn you down There we go. Perfect. First, picked up volumes 4, 5, and 3. Sakamoto Days. These art covers are getting more and more and more impressive. Every time I see the new Japanese releases, I'm just so excited to see them. They look so beautiful. I've only read the first 4 volumes physically, but I'm pretty much up to date. It's really good. Great action series. I like the fact that the main character is older. This is like the second shonen series that I'm reading where the guy is like over 30 years old. Or I have some sort of relation to him. But it's super good. What's interesting about this one as well, that the guy is, not only is he 30, he's also overweight, and they've made him really cool, which is like typically not what most action shonen protagonists look like. They're normally young kids, adolescences, and you watch them grow, whilst this dude's already just a badass. I'm super excited to get involved in this. I think they had volume 6 as well, but someone picked up the last volume off the shelf. Your volume 2 hasn't hooked you yet. To be fair, the first big arc doesn't happen until like, I think midway through volume 2 and like conclude in volume 3. Yeah, I couldn't get 6 because someone picked it up off the shelf before me. I did see it before I picked up the first 3, 4, and 5, but then, yeah, it was gone after that by the time I came round. Then I picked up the first 2 volumes of Helk, and I've just realized that one, it is actually a combined spine. How amazing cover! How amazing is that? But also, the alignment for volume 1 is slightly overlapping on the spine. You could just see the spine like overlaps the other way. It's got a little bit from the back. You can't really see it that well because it's all fuzzy. But that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know volume 2 was out so quick. I thought this only came out like last month or the month before. You wasn't impressed with Helk? It's funny because I watched a review from this dude, Scamboli Reviews, I think his name is. He posted a video like 2 years ago on his top 10 manga of all time. And Helk was like up there. But he had read the whole thing. Scanned, obviously. So I was super excited that when volume 1 came out and everyone was saying, I was looking forward to people's reviews, but everybody said that they couldn't get hold of it and they didn't like it. I don't know anything about this. What is it that you didn't like, Tins? I only know one person, parents that channel. Next time, what's the name of that channel that you recommended to me? Geeks That Parent? Is that what it's called? Is that what they're called? The dude on there, he really thoroughly enjoyed volume 1, but everyone else I know, like HVR Manga, East Coast, I think, mentioned it. They didn't like this. You liked volume 1? Found it a little dull and slow. But then I guess it's volume 1, and I presume because you're Cake Tins, you'll still pick up volume 2, right? Yeah, I'm super excited to get into this one. I've been looking at it for years. And yeah, I'm just glad it got a physical print. Then I got volumes 2 and 3 of Rooster Fighter. Now, I didn't realize this was ongoing. I thought this was like a one and done. And then I heard someone say that there's only 5 volumes, but there's currently 5 volumes and it's still ongoing. Basically One Punch Man, except from Saitama's a chicken, or rooster, should I say. The first volume is very, 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 very funny. Hopefully the next 2 are just as interesting. I don't know how interesting chicken beating up kaiju can be, how long it can last, but hopefully it's good. I think at the end of season 1 he got a little chick, volume 1 he got a little chick that follows him around. But yeah, I just hope it stays good and then finishes early. I know One Punch Man, kind of like a one-trick pony, but I feel like the side characters really sells One Punch Man now, whilst I can't imagine the side characters being that interested in Rooster Fighter, because surely they'll just all be roosters, right? Chicken manga? He's a rooster manga. And I picked up the newest volume. Is this the newest volume? The latest volume of Kaiju number 8, volume 4. I don't think I've read volume 3 yet. But again, I'm up to date with this digitally anyway. Still enjoying it. And I wish I was like Kafka Hibino. I wish I was strong and could turn into a kaiju. You picked up volume 5 today? I feel like every time I go shopping, I'm always missing the latest volume. I pick up everything, just not the newest one. And I picked up volume 9, is this 9? Of Marshall. Did 8, 9, and 10. I am missing volume 7. Again, similar to what was it? Sakamoto days. Somebody picked up volume 7 before me. I think they also had volume 11 as well, which I didn't pick up for some reason. Or maybe that was in a different store. But yeah, I'm still enjoying this one. The halfway mark kind of makes it more action focused. But I think this will be good once the whole series completes. I just hope it doesn't go on another extension. It was already good. It could have finished like a year and a half ago, but probably because of popularity and the lack of other popular series in the magazine, they decided to keep it going. But I'm looking forward to reading this one again, and then hopefully when the anime comes out, is it this year or next year? It'll just get more people involved and interested in the series. In saying that, a lot of people don't really like Marsh. Don't like that Marsh is like the main character, and all the others are kind of like boring. Is it good though? Yeah, it's good. A lot of people just say it's One Punch Man meets Harry Potter. It is a little bit more than that, because it is rather funny. Well, I think it's rather funny. March 10 was really, really good. And oh, with this dude. I think it's pretty good. Just hopefully it doesn't go on too long. And then these are expensive. If I knew they were all going to be $10.99, I'm not too sure if I would have started the series. Volume 4 and 5 of Koroban Hanako-kun. I picked up the first 2, I think, last year, and Volume 0. And then after that, the only volumes I could find were like 10 onwards. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of the single-digit volumes in stores now, which is great. I think I watched the anime whenever it was, a year ago, 2 years ago. And I really enjoyed it, and I was just hoping that I could pick up the series immediately and continue it, but I had to wait. But they seem to be in stock now, so I can pick up the rest, hopefully. I was umming and ahhing just to sell my first 2 copies and then wait until the box set comes out. But I feel like I'm already invested now, and I don't think I'll bother. $10.99? It leaves there $12.99? Dude. Cake tins. Hit up Geeky, and she'll sort you good. Wait, the anime is getting a remake of Hanako-kun? How could it get a remake when it literally came out like 2 years ago? I feel like anything that came out anime-wise in the last 10, even 15 years doesn't deserve a remake. Even Naruto, which is like, when did that come out? 2001? A lot of people say that should get a remake. I don't think people realize how good the animation is or was for Naruto. You've been disappointed with Yen Press quality? I feel like most people enjoy a Yen Press release. Their quality is really good, no? Do they have any other box sets? Or is it just this? Is this like their first box set? Then I picked 9 and 10 of Hell's Paradise. I'm still looking for that elusive Volume 2. Volume 3. Correct myself. I read this on the train going down. And then I read half of Volume 10 on the way up as well. This is crazy good. This is everything I want from like an action series. I think it doesn't have, they don't really use, it's kind of like Dragon Ball in the sense that there's a lot of martial arts, and then every so often they'll have like a special move that has a name. Obviously Goku has the Kamehameha. And these guys kind of have like 1 or 2 signature moves that they do. Everything else, it's not like One Piece where everything has a move. Every punch has its, and kick and, you know, belly flop has some sort of signature awesome dragon twist move. But this is pretty good. It kind of reminds me of like a more adult version of Chainsaw Man in a way. A lot of blood, a lot of gore, a lot of raw sex appeal as well for some of the characters, especially the enemies. And I think I'm halfway through Volume 10, and things have changed up so much in the story, so I have no idea where it's going now. You buy less in store in Forbidden Planet Leads nowadays. Would you just buy online? Yempress is so bad. Why do people hate Yempress? I say maybe because I watch a lot of Profitoku's videos and he just praises them to no end. And every Yempress copy that I have, every manga that I have, is in like pristine condition. Kodansha has been the worst. I feel like we have this conversation every single stream. We talk about Kodansha and how terrible they are. There's no consistency with them. And then I have volumes, omnibuses. Omnibuses? 9, 10, 11, 12, and 7 and 8 of Midsummer. I picked volume 1 and 2 up sometime last year. I got them on a cheap eBay deal. And ever since then, everything else has been out of stock. But for some reason, the Forbidden Planet had literally like 3 copies of every single Midsummer. But when I first went in there, I picked up these. And by the time I got round, they got smaller and smaller. More and more people just picking them off the shelves. And then by the end of it, just before I left, there was no Midsummer on the shelf whatsoever. You should have said, or I should have said online that I was going and said. But Midsummer's, I think, a staple for most shoujo fans. It seems to be in everybody's collection. I remember thoroughly enjoying the anime back in whatever it was, 2011, 2010. Yeah, I only have, can someone tell me? Zoe, surely you know how many I need left, right? Not too many. There's been a big reprint. I don't think there has, because one, it's the original Viz logo on the spine. As of 2018, they exclusively only print their new version. I don't think Shoujo Beat has changed their logo. But also, if I check the middle, not the middle, the end. Oh no, you're right. That's crazy. This is a third printing from May 2021. Then why are they printing with their old Viz logo? What is this? This one can't be 2001 as well, can it? September 2022. I don't understand then. Why is it that Midsummer gets the treatment of having the old logo and has continuity with everything else that you previously bought? Yet when I'm buying One Piece, I'm getting all the new logos. Your Claymore has the old Fizz sucks. You heard it here first. Screw him. 9 Omnis. So I need 3 more then. So I need 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is Made Summer recommended or a bit outdated? Can somebody please answer that question? When did it first print? Does it say the Japanese? Sometimes they have the Japanese. 2009. Not that long ago. Saying that, we're not too far off from 20 years. Your Claymore also has the old Viz logo from May 2022. That's crazy. You think it's worth a read? Made Summer or Fruits Basket, though? Zoe, you can't answer because you're biased. You think they keep the old logos for shorter complete series? You think? It's hard because everything that has the new logo now that is short, like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen that's just come out, they were all printed after 2018, which is when they made the change for the logo. I don't think I have a series. I was going to say Blue Exorcist, but Blue Exorcist is like 28 volumes at the moment. That hurts somehow, 20 years. Well, it happens. Think of all the things you used to do when you were younger. Before you know it, time flies. You have to think the Fruits Basket is one of your favorite of all time. I hope it is. Because picked up what? Volumes 3, 4, what? 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 10 of Fruits Basket. Zoe is doing a Fruits Basket read along, and rather than reading it digitally, because I struggle with reading on my phone or on my computer, I decided to pick them up physically. Now, they were very expensive. They are $16.99, which is a lot of money. But they were 3 for 2. That makes it cheaper, right? So if my maths is correct, which it's not, so I'm going to do a quick calculator. That is $6.99 times 2 divided by 3. That's £11.30 a volume. Kegtins, you are the master of knowing if a manga is worth the price. Would you pay £11.30 per volume for Fruits Basket? Is that worth? Annoyingly, I only picked up volumes 5, 7, and 9 initially. And then I found volumes 3 and 4 on a separate shelf, and then I had to get another one. And by the time I went back, there was only 10. You've been buying them 8, 10 secondhand? Well, it sucks to be me then. I could have got a whole other volume. But I wanted to get it because I just can't be bothered to fish online. And I want to get them all before 1st of April. So I can get involved in the read along. I didn't really have to buy the later volumes. I should have just focused on the earlier ones. What's the schedule for Fruits Basket in April? Dragon Ball Zoe is doing a little read along from 1st of April. She's doing 1 volume, not 1 omnibus, 1 volume per day. So volume, these 2-in-1s, right? These 2-in-1s? Someone confirm, please? Or are they 3-in-1s? I have no idea. You might join too. I think you should. I think everybody should. We can all read at the same time and discuss our thoughts. 2-in-1s? Cool. So every 2 days you do one Omni. Or if you have the singles, which came out years ago, if you're old enough to own the singles. You only have 3 volumes. You can make up for the rest. You sold the singles? Did you make a pretty profit? Okay, so how many volumes is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Did anybody guess 24? Less than 3 guessed 24, but unfortunately, we're still going. I have a few more volumes. Bloop, bloop. I've got volume 6 of Witch Hat. I was going to pick up a few more, but I know you should really... A lot of people say that they get them out of order, but I really just... I can't do it. I feel like I have to get it in order. I don't like getting... Because they had volume 6, but then they didn't have anything other than volume 10 after that. I didn't pick it up. But I know when it comes to me picking up volume 10, then I'm never gonna find it. It's probably gonna go. Wait, there's an old edition hardcover from Tokyo Pop of Fruits Basket? Really? You're a slow reader, so you don't have the time. That sucks. Well, you can always start now. Fruits Basket counts as 2 each? No. They count as 1. 1 single. I beat you? Yeah, I beat you. But at the end of the day, you won the giveaway for Liddy, so you beat me there. And when it comes to buying manga, who really wins? Big corporations. They're the one that get all of our money, not us. They're really rare. Did they finish the whole run? Kind of hard back. Where? The Fruits Basket Ultimate Edition. So how many volumes did they do? Or did they not? You said they didn't finish in. No, they count as 2? No. This is my... I think you forget, victims. When you come in here, you demand all these things. Oh, make sure you add Himika to the marbles race. Oh, we should do marbles race, even though we didn't win the manga quiz. This is my stream. You can't come in here and demand things. eBay. I'm just having a quick look on eBay. $160 for 3 volumes. Is that worth? Omni's count as 1. Thank you, Sparrow. Yeah, it does. That's what she sounds like. No, don't leave. Were they 2-in-1s as well? I presume they were. Alright. Let's go back. Nope. This one. You didn't take care of manga when you were young? I don't think any of us did. Just like we didn't take care of our Pokemon cards. I then picked up volume 6 of My Love Mix-Up. This is really good. I'm really enjoying the relationship between these two. I'm always open to read any and anything. I've read a couple of BLs recently, and the 2 characters are just really boring. Not fun at all. But these 2 are really sweet and cute, and I love everything about them. Plus, the artwork is fantastic. Yeah, highly recommend for any shoujo or BL lover. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, balls to the wall testosterone. And maybe not so much. 1617 of Dragon Ball Super. I'm probably not going to read this. I want to wait until like maybe volume 20, which I think is when the latest arc finishes, this arc, because I thoroughly enjoyed. I really struggled to read the first, I think, 9 volumes of Dragon Ball Super, because the arcs were boring. They were very short and condensed. The movies were so much better. And yeah, I'd already watched the anime as well, so it's kind of like just rereading the same boring story. But the Tournament of Power was kind of okay, but the arc after that was fantastic, and it was so enjoyable to read the whole thing, like 5 volumes or 6 volumes of like intense story, and I kind of want to experience that again with Dragon Ball. I'm sick and tired of spending my whole life watching filler when it comes to Dragon Ball, or waiting around for things to happen. I think I'm going to stack up on these for at least another year, I think. Volume 20. This is the newest one. When did this come out? December. So, and when was this one? I think this comes out monthly. This was August. So, probably end of the year, maybe. We'll get the last few volumes. Touch wood. You love my mix-up? It's good. Sparrow, you were right. I did get 1 volume of One Punch Man. I think this is also I don't know, is this a continuing spine front cover? Do they connect? One Punch Man volume 23. Yes, it is. And what's 25? Which would be the next one. It looks like volume 23 and 24 connect. And 22? 22 doesn't. Looks like just 23 and 24 do, for some reason. You've definitely grown out of it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Ark, you are late. And I know why you're late. You've been keeping busy, right? Am I gonna get the March comes in like a lion? I would like to, because I've been planning to watch the anime for so many years, and now that the manga's been announced, I might just pick up that instead. I don't know anything about it. I heard it's quite sad, but I'll pick it up. Wait, I need to find out how many volumes is it. March comes in like a lion. 16 to still ongoing? Dude, I don't know how many more series I can pick up from the beginning. Busy, busy, busy. Good. Hopefully not too stressful though. Like Honey and Clover by the same creator. They did that as well. Must say the art is quite interesting. Oh wow, look at that. This is, how old is this? 2000, 2006. Is this physical as well in English? Yes. 2008 to 2010. Helped him build a gaming PC. Sick. What graphics card did you get? What did you go for? Did you go Intel or AMV? AMV? AMC? I can't remember. Did you have fun though? Building a PC is a great experience. And the fact that you got to do it with someone, you must have bonded. The old shoujo style was coming back. the video that I mentioned earlier by Profitoku, he mentions about why they are printing a lot of older series, especially the shorter ones. He goes into, he talks in depth about like reprints and stuff. Like I said, you should definitely go and check out the video. It's really, really good, really insightful. And he gives you a better understanding on like the publisher's mindset when it comes to what they pick up new, the older series that they're deciding to reprint. Because as I'm sure you are aware, the last few months, we've received like 2 to 3 reprints of all these different series from like 10 years ago, 10 plus years ago. All right, I've got a few more. I have Golden Kamui 28. I feel like I had volume 27, but I don't know where it is. I may have picked that up separately, not at Forbidden Planet. This one's, I think, finished at 32 volumes, I think. Let's turn this on again. The PC was already built. He was just building the huge desk and wired up the LED lights. Was he doing like a gaming PC? Does Viz own the rights for, did they publish Red River initially? Maybe they'll be the next two. You know what they could do? Red River's like 27 volumes, right? They could just do one big box set. They'd make a mint. And then because they're doing a box set, everybody would then sell all of their singles at a discounted price because no one's going to buy them. The Golden Kamui 28, and then the Hunters Guild Red Hood. This is by the mangaka who worked alongside the dude who did My Hero. He branched off and decided to make his own series, and you can really tell in the first like few chapters. He did all the backgrounds and stuff for My Hero, and his characters' designs look very similar in terms of like their jawline, their eyes, their hair, and he's got a real thing for like buff women, like tall, muscular, big legs, just like crush your skull kind of thighs, you know? It kind of sucks. I think it started off really, really, really strong. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's kind of like set in like the Brothers Grimm kind of world, like Hansel and Gretel, fairy tale kind of thing. Think Shrek, but less comedy. There's like witches and werewolves and stuff. But it went into like a training arc after like I want to say like the 10th chapter, and it just went downhill after that. It stayed in the training arc for too long. It was very boring, very mundane, and it wasn't really interesting. And it just sadly got cancelled. I think it's got three volumes, I think. I want to pick it up because I was going to pick up the Japanese volumes. I'm sad that they decided to pick up this instead of something like Phantom Seer, which came out like nearly 3 years ago now, which was extremely well received. More so than this. Maybe just because it's connected to My Hero. And I can imagine it wouldn't surprise me if they put something in here about My Hero. They haven't. Wait, this came out December. When did this one come out? Because that is so quick for Volume 2 to come out. After 2 months. So I expect Volume 3 will come out probably April time, most likely. Kodansha owns Mars. How many volumes is Mars? Yeah. Annoyed it kind of got cancelled, but it's understandable at the end of the day. Like 60-70% of it wasn't really well received, and most of that was training arc. It's kind of boring. Mars is 15. I actually could easily do a box set then. Then I picked up Chojin X. This is one that I picked up immediately when the first chapter dropped, by the same mangaka who did Tokyo Ghoul. Ishida has an amazing art style. It's very sketchy. He's like monsters and like, not necessarily kaiju, but like his demon style drawings are very aesthetic to me. I'm like drawn to them. It's kind of got a lot of comedy as well in comparison to Tokyo Ghoul. A lot of people said, oh, it's basically Tokyo Ghoul 2.0, but it's not. Maybe just because his art style is very similar. People are saying that. But I'll probably be collecting this. I think I read the first 20 or so chapters, and then I stopped because I just wanted to wait for the English release. I'll probably pick these up. And that actually concludes a manga haul. Now let's see who got it right. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That can't be right. Oh, yeah. 33. Because I put my fruits basket on the floor. Sell it to you? I can't even remember. It's been like a year and a half since I read it. It's kind of got a similar premise to Tokyo Ghoul. Normal guy, he turns into like some sort of like hybrid monster demon, and he just basically has to live as that demon, kind of like Tokyo Ghoul. There is like a society, an organization that houses these demons or whatever. I don't even know what they call them. I think they're called Chojins. So there's like an organization that houses them. There's like government, crime organizations and stuff that get involved. If you like Tokyo Ghoul, I think you'd probably enjoy this. Initially, it starts off more comedy based than anything else. All right, did anyone guess 33 volumes? Cake Tins was the closest with 36. Less than had 24. No, wait. The Wise Coyote, he did 32. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 33. Now, I said at the beginning that if you get the exact figure, I would give you a prize. But, Wise Coyote, unfortunately, you were one off. Very, very close. But not close enough. The Sparrow had 16. Less than had 24. Cat had 16. Bastion 23. 24. Kitsune. Will was 21. Oh, Kitsune changed her mind. I'll give you that. You didn't win anyway. Wise Coyote 23. So close, yet so far. Sadly, lucky for me, in my bank account, I don't have to worry about giving you any more money. I'm a troll? I'm not a troll. How am I a troll? I gave you the rules. You participated. No one guessed right. That's it. No trolling from me. I don't like trolls. He was not close. What did you do? So 12? Yeah. I spent a total of £300. Well, I thought it was £300, but when I looked at the whatchamacallit, the receipt, I got a large discount of like £80. So it was like £229, I think it was. I don't know where my receipt is. But now I have to find space on my shelf. I don't have that much anymore. Well, I do, but I just have to reorganize everything. Another games where you have to guess how many pennies there are in a jar. I used to go to a TGI Fridays, like literally 4 or 5 times a week. I would go there. The weekend I'd go there at lunchtime, have lunch, stay there, have drinks, and have dinner there. I've gotten super well with the bartenders. And I was living at home, earning good money, so I was just splurging it all. But they would always have something like that. Every week they would have like guess the marbles or guess the jawbreakers or guess how many toothpicks there are in this thing. And it was always a charity thing. I never guessed. I always put in too much money to try and guess, and I never won. Right. That is all my manga. Now I have to find somewhere to house them before I put them on my shelves. So sorry, did someone confirm how many hardbacks they did for Fruit Basket? I can see these 6 for £160, but they didn't do any more. They only just did the 6, right? Is that how it is? Is that how it goes? £60, that's a lot of money. How do people feel about having a series that has been cancelled midway? Would you still want to own it? Like, I really want to buy the first 16 volumes of Katekyo Hitman Reborn, although I think it concluded at like 30, I think, or like late 20s. But Viz just stopped printing it after 16. I think it was 6. Would you still want to own them then? That's the real question. You get rid of them? Because you can't finish the series, right? Because then you'd have to read it physically and then always just go online, right? Do we have any series that have like recently been cancelled? I feel like everything that has like cancelled was like before 2015, 2010 maybe. You did just buy a Gintama? That's like, how many volumes is that? That's a lot of volumes, isn't it? Where are we? Search. Gintama. 77 volumes. There is no way they were going to do that. No way. That only just recently finished. 2019, you know. You thinking of getting rid of Battle Royale high covers? You know, you'll never get Volume 5. Could you, you can pick up the singles though, right? Are they just not, is it Dark Horse who do Battle Royale? Are they just not doing the hardcovers anymore? You get rid of them too. I guess if it's a series, for example, if I ask Zoe, because I think Fruits Basket is like her favorite series of all time, would you, excluding the fact that you had to pay for it, forget about the money aspect, would you want to own the first 6 volumes of the hard covers of Fruits Basket? I guess I really want to buy the first 16 volumes of Katekyo Hitman, but I'll never be able to finish it. I'd have to then read it digitally. So why would I ever want to really buy it, own it physically? Just half, not even half the series. Yes? I guess you're biased because is your favorite series. Oh my god, this is finally getting picked up. Yeah, Profitoku mentioned that in his video. It's great that they continue in series like that. Your own Inubaka. Inubaka. What is this? Some sort of like old shoujo series? Oh, seinen. 22 volumes. How many did we get? Like 3? Got no confirmation on like volumes. No, we got 17. We did get 17. Well, it says North American releases 17. The last one we got is 2010. Oh, but there was 22. So we were missing 5. Wait, I thought the corpse delivery service was just a slow release. The whole thing got cancelled. You have up to 14. See, now, because it's not complete, so you'll never complete the series. But because it's probably so out of print, like literally 13 years old, those volumes that you're missing will probably be really hard to find, right? But what do? You're just going to keep them on your shelf forever and potentially never read them again? Weird how Omni 5 never got the black cover. Is that the one where it looks like... Is it like grey? Grey? Like cream kind of colour? Then it has like a predominant one colour. I think volume 5 was like blue or something. Ba, 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 ba. Got them last year. I feel like people need to do more research when they collect this. They need to know what they're getting into. I should have to count my manga again just in case. Just in case I miscounted again. I don't want anyone getting scammed. Right. It is that time of the evening where we have to end the stream. Thank you all for chilling with me for so long. It's crazy how many of you just turn up on a Monday. Even more of you this week because luckily Himika didn't have a video going live, so most of you stayed here because you got nowhere else to go. 7 years between volume 14 and Omni 5. That sounds like a long time. I'd like to think the publishers should have more consideration for us consumers buying a product and not knowing if it's ever going to finish. You're back? Well, you're back just in time. Because we're about to end. No marbles today. Just a chilled goodbye. What is the date today? Next week, I don't really have a plan for stream. 27th, 2 weeks time, we're doing a manga quiz. The next week, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe next week, we can make fun of couples. I was going to do a Valentine's stream, like Valentine's Day, obviously. There's an Instagram account called Siblings or Dating, where you basically, people post up their pictures and people have to guess whether the people in the photos are either siblings or if they're dating, and some of them are so questionable. Maybe we'll do that next week. We can objectify people. We all like doing that, right? But I thoroughly enjoyed my time this evening. Thank you very much for chilling and watching the Manga Haul. Managed to stay the whole stream? You did, Langston. You did. I normally don't because you're so busy all the time. I very much appreciate it. Sparrow, thank you very much for coming. Glad to see you as always. Cat. I hope Rowan's doing it. Sleep with you in your room. Yes, may your Mondays get better. We still have the rest of the week. And I will see you next Monday for a nice, chilled stream. Okay, guys. And stay hydrated. I haven't been drinking as much water recently. Goodbye.